I've done over 200 deals on the island of Puerto Rico worth tens of millions of dollars. And in my opinion, these are the 5 cities on the island of Puerto Rico that the housing prices are going to go up in 2026. For this video, we're using research from the census migration, municipality growth, and plus where the money actually lands. So that's airports, mega resorts, and redevelopment zones. The city number 1. Ooh, one of my favorites, Aguadilla. We moved west so that we could be close to this town because we think it's going to explode. It's the northwest hub for the island with a brand new runway in the airport. They got terminal upgrades and an expanding aerospace industry that means jobs, travelers, and I'm not talking about the aliens from outer space, I'm just talking about people coming on vacation, and lots of upside pressure on housing as the population moves to the west. And here's why it booms. They're spending $265 million on the new runway at Rafael Hernandez International Airport. The FAA, the Federal Aviation Administration, and PR Ports are also funding terminal upgrades. With all of these upgrades that are at the airport, there's going to be jobs. Jobs create growth, growth creates price increase, and demand for housing. Let's talk about the aerospace ecosystem anchored by Honeywell, Collins, Pratt & Whitney, and an industrial park plus talent pipeline. All of this stuff that I'm talking about indicates job growth, and not just job growth. We're talking about high-paying industries. So people making a lot of money, moving into the area, are going to want nicer and nicer things, right? This is a beautiful part of the island, and it's been untouched for decades, really. We're starting to see housing starts happen, which means that there's new builds, which means that there's going to be pressure, downward pressure on the existing stock, and there's going to be upward pressure on the new build stuff. We like to see that as real estate investors. So we're going to invest heavily in Aguadilla in 2026 because we believe the real estate market is going to crush it. Let's talk about city number 2, Isabela. Another beautiful city on the northwest coast of the island of Puerto Rico. And you kind of get the best of both worlds. You can go work at all those high-paying jobs in Aguadilla, and you've got these beautiful beaches, and it's not as expensive as the next door neighbor, which is Rincón. And here's why we think Isabela is really going to take off in 2026. Isabela has been one of the top 3 net migration gainers over the last several years, starting back in 2023 and every year up through now. So this trend will continue into 2026, at least in my humble opinion. Over the last few years, as we've been studying the markets in the West, we're seeing people are flocking to Isabela because of the beautiful coastlines, the wonderful beaches, the great food, and now all of the high-tech industry that's coming to its next door neighbor in Aguadilla. All of these things indicate that the price of housing is going to continue to boom in 2026. Don't sleep on Isabela. You'll regret it. City number 3, one of my favorites, Rincón. What we see going on in Rincón, guys, is a population growth. And while it's not super significant, they've had about a 3% population growth over the last few years, and we see that trend is going to continue. Now, Rincón is a pretty small town, but again, for the same reasons that Isabela and Aguadilla are going to explode in 2026, so is Rincón. And Rincón has some other great drivers. It has historically been one of the favorite places for people who are coming to the island to go and visit. And so we're seeing people coming in for windows of time, like for the winter from the Northeast. They're getting to retirement age and they're starting to come and just stay year round. The weather's tremendous. The beaches are phenomenal. The surf is world class. This growth isn't new to Rincón. The prices there have exploded since 2020, actually. I can remember when we first came to the island, you could buy a single family home, a little 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,000 square foot for around $100,000. And now those same houses are selling for 2 or 3 times that amount. And anything that's got a view of the beach or that's close to the water's edge that is livable is selling for ridiculous money. So we're seeing more and more lifestyle seekers, people who want to get away from San Juan and want to get away from the metro area. They want to come to a place where the time slows down a little bit. The air there is a little bit lighter. When I go to the west side of the island, I just instantly feel a little bit better. I can breathe easier and I'm a lot more relaxed. And I think a lot of people are attracted to towns like Rincón. It's an amazing place to be, and the prices are going to continue to rise. I know this will upset some of the locals, but guys, there's no avoiding this. The housing prices in Rincón, Puerto Rico should continue to skyrocket in 2026. City number 4, Guaynabo, Puerto Rico. This is the place that I moved from Orlando, Florida. The first place I lived was Guaynabo, Puerto Rico. Guaynabo, Puerto Rico has just been one of those markets that's held up strong for the last several decades. It's one of the places that locals love to live. It's one of the more affluent parts of the metro. So Guaynabo is, if I'm comparing it to like Orlando, Florida, Guaynabo would be Winter Park. Winter Park, Florida is the place that the wealthy want to live, and it's been true there for several decades. They're great, big, sprawling houses on nice pieces of land in gated communities, and the locals love it. So they have great food, great entertainment, malls, the schools, guys. The schools are phenomenal in Guaynabo, and so we see that Guaynabo is going to continue to go up in value in 2026 as these homes that have been lost and forgotten, the zombie homes, the inventory of zombie homes in Guaynabo, we've watched it over the last several years. Those houses have been getting renovated time and again in neighborhood after neighborhood, and now there are fewer and fewer of those homes available. So go back 5 or 6 years ago and you could go into pretty much any neighborhood and find a big house that needed a bunch of work, a McMansion basically. You could have a place that would be an amazing large home for a big family. Those homes have all been renovated and they've all been resold. Now you've got local people living there. Their kids are going to the best schools, and there just isn't the inventory that there was 5 or 6 years ago. So for that reason, the properties there are going to continue to go up in value over the next several years, but definitely into 2026. And last, but certainly not least, number 5, Ceiba. This one surprised me, guys. Roosevelt Roads. I've been looking at this project ever since I came to the island. What we're seeing in Ceiba, and we've been hearing about this for almost 8 years, ever since we came to the island, is that they're upgrading the power grid in this area. They're spending money on infrastructure more so than most towns on the island. They have, because there used to be a Navy base there, an incredible marina that the plans for it are for the near future to see millions and millions and millions of dollars worth of investment. There's talk of cruise ships coming. I don't think that happens in 2026, but what we are seeing is that the inexpensive houses, they're being fixed up. They're being sold to working class families because that they know that the jobs are coming to this part of the world, and they're going to revitalize Roosevelt Roads. And we're seeing and hearing about project after project in this great big area that used to be a Navy base. And so we believe that because of all of this development, time is right to be investing in Ceiba. And if you want to find a bargain, of the 5 that I've just named, Ceiba probably represents the very best place that you can still go out and find very inexpensive houses. You can still go out and find things that need lots of work, probably lots and lots of them. The last time we were there, we drove neighborhoods and we were passing on houses that we could have bought for $20,000 and $30,000. Now those houses are probably selling for $60,000 or $70,000 and still needing 30 or 40, but then selling for $150,000. What I'm saying is there's lots of affordability in Ceiba, and there's lots of reason to believe that the investments that are being made there are going to increase the wages in the area. They're going to increase the amount of tourism dollars that come to the area. And whenever you see this, guys, as a real estate investor, this is a place where you want to get ahead of it. You know that the big money is going to be spent, so you can go in and buy up a small multifamily and get it rented out to some local families and do some good for the neighborhood and just sit on this stuff. Keep the cash flow for the next several years and sit back and watch your investment grow. I won't end it here, though. I got a few runner-ups that I'd like to mention before we go. We're very high on Arecibo. We see Arecibo getting revitalized and has lots of room to grow. Bayamón is right next door to Guaynabo. Guaynabo made the list. Bayamón's right there. I mean, they're really doing a special job in Bayamón. We're seeing year after year things just continue to get better and better in Bayamón. And Cabo Rojo, for the same reason that I mentioned Ceiba, Cabo Rojo, there's plans for billions of dollars of investment through the Rubin brothers. They're going to develop like 2,000 acres out there in Cabo Rojo, and they're going to spend supposedly a couple $1 billion. Guys, any town that you can go and invest in where somebody's going to go put a couple of $1 billion over the next several years, that's a good place to be. So I would be looking at Ceiba and Cabo Rojo right now as great places to go in and buy some properties, maybe turn them into long-term rentals, collect that cash flow tax-free for the next 10 or 15 years and watch your investment grow.